12 pumped-up super trucks on the grid here at Reed Park. It's a version of what we saw from yesterday. Add on some points from this morning's practice session at Rob White. We'll start on pole alongside Robbie Gordon, Sean Richardson and Eric Davis on the second row. EJ Biso and Bill Hines on the next row. That's the row, Sean Cermony. We want to look at Paul Morris and Sheldon Creed.
We've seen it before. You know, these two guys starting all the way to the back of the pack. The faster you go, the more you get penalized on it for the next race. So if you're winning and finishing up front or qualifying well, you're going to the back of the pack, and that's the way Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks presented by Traxxas works. So, yes, we've got a lot of talent in this field, but all the way in the back, two guys that really got their trucks and their driving ability super dialed in is Paul Morris and Sheldon Creed. You're going to want to keep an eye on the number 1 and the number 67.
Well, EJ Biso in the wrong gear by the look of it then. And the green Mount Margaret entry, the Venezuelan, his first appearance on the streets of Reed Park like it is for everyone this weekend, and a big moment for Rob White. We haven't seen him since the final event, the non-points event at Sydney Olympic Park, as we go green here for 10 laps. The competition caution that comes out at lap 5, and White, he's out of here.
He is checking out Rob White in that performance tuning Motu oil truck out front on the pole right now. This is the best shot he's got. This is his only second weekend he's been at Stadium Super Trucks, but he's got some speed, and he's shown. He slowed down a little bit this morning, went a lot faster. He's out in front right now. Is he going to be able to hang on to it? Time will tell.
Bill Hines looks for a pass down the inside of Eric Davis, so maybe Hines has been down to World Gym in between the sessions today. He's pretty pumped up about his prospects here at Reed Park this weekend.
There we are on board with Robbie Gordon. He is in Matt Mingay's Castrol Edge Hot Wheels truck right now, driving that Fort Mingay. Hopefully that truck stays together and runs well for him. We might see him up on the podium.
Could Brabham get any closer then, you think?
Absolutely not. Brabham will swap paint with you. He's going to bump bumpers and all that. He won't take you out unless you upset the young man, but he's going to be real close to you nonstop.
He was so cool, calm, and collected, wasn't he, at the driver's briefing in Detroit? There was 3 drivers just absolutely attacking him during the meeting. He just sat there, shrugged his shoulders, and ate his lunch.
Absolutely. You had a couple of drivers that were doing some whining, and they were whining and complaining and weren't real happy with Matthew Brabham. He just took it by stride, just won all 3 races. Look at the boss man right there in the number 2. That is Robbie Gordon and Matt Mingay's truck. Slide job in, smoke bellowing off the rear tires as he passes both Rob White and EJ Biso. The boss is out front.
Feels like the old days of Indy cars right now. So Gordon, they've cured the issues aboard the Hot Wheels truck that Matty Mingay would normally drive. And I'm sure Matty's watching this. We're missing you, buddy. Looking forward to seeing you back one day here as Paul Morris takes us out the final turn. Let's check out what happened as we come off the streets and into the permanent part of the course. And it was busy further back, so this is where it all began. That's Todd Romano in would be Robbie Gordon's usual mount, side by side with Ari Leindyke Jr.
A lot of swapping paint there, back and forth, maybe a couple little pieces of body panels hanging off. We hop on board with Matthew Brabham. He's in the mix of this. Todd Romano and Royal Purple's Ari Leindyke Jr. back and forth. And who threads the needle right through the whole mix here is Matty Brabham as he gets through there nice, clean, and lucky. We hop on board right now with the dude. This is a replay. He's right next to Sheldon Creed. A lot happening there. These two guys give each other a lot of room. I expect them to give each other less room towards the end of the race. But right now, running like gentlemen, they shove it right in there. Wow, great racing action right there.
The loser out of that was Hines. He lost 3 spots, and this was Gordon backing it in down to turn 11, down the inside of White, and EJ Biso, he wanted a slice of the action also.
Look at that. He got a 2-for-1 Biso and Gordon. Oh,
Brabs.
Matty Brabs, that is not something you see very often as we're on board right now with Robbie Gordon. You see him putting some pressure onto Rob White in the ABA performance tuning truck. To the inside goes Robbie Gordon. Smoke bellowing off those rear Toyo tires. Running the handbrake a little hot and heavy there. Gets on by nice and clean. Nice smooth pass.
Set him up nicely, and it's on again. Greg Gardner bags up the R&J Batteries entry as Creed and Morris start to slice their way through the field. He's up to 4th position. Keep in mind, folks, he started off the back row.
So right now out in front, that's Robbie Gordon, EJ Biso. We should see a good battle out of these two. Rob White still holding down a top 3 right now. So a great run for him. Now you see these guys. Matty Brabham having I don't know, I wouldn't call it an accident. Somehow he got off the track, got into a barrier there. He's got a lot of ground to make up as he's running next to Eric Davis in the 75, always evolve and replay XD truck. So there is Leindyke, Richardson, Davis, Brabham.
Gardner.
All of them right there, and Greg Gardner. Oh, Sean Richardson brings it around. Don't know if he got any help there, if he did that on his own. He was running a little too hard in race 1, causing him to spin out and have some problems. If he slows down, he's going to go awfully fast.
It's not too often, we remarked about this yesterday, that Gordon would be starting at the point end of the field. The good news for us is that you don't follow Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks on a regular basis, is we get a competition caution to prevent anybody getting a massive lead.
Absolutely. We're not far from that, only a few laps away. That'll be at lap 5 with a mandatory competition caution. As we're on board here with the Traxxas driver, Matty Brabham, the number 83. That's his new sponsor for the rest of 2016 is Traxxas. Eric Davis cheating to the inside a little bit. Sometimes if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. And I don't think Jason Smith-Usack saw that move. He was able to make it stiff.
That is the worst piece of commentary you've ever done in 2 years. Right there. There was contact out here. So Gardner, that was the second spin for Richardson. You'll be seeing lots of green, blue later on. The world spins around.
Gardner gets into
look at Green and Morris.
They both get by nice and easy. Here we are on board with Brabham. There goes Gardner. There goes Richardson. Davis and Brabham get through cleanly, and I believe Creed and the dude did as well.
Count it 3 times?
3 times, I believe.
He's racing on ASCAR racing, which is the European NASCAR version. They go around in circles. I don't know if he's trying to do the same thing there.
Hey, I can tell you, Richard, he's been around for a while. He's new to the Super Trucks. He's going to be with us in Australia for a bit. You give him time, you're going to see him running really well. He's just got to calm down, get used to the new car.
He wanted to use this as a test session before hitting Surface Paradise. And I said, I think they're just as punishing as each other. Yeah. Even though nobody's been here, it's just as tight as the Gold Coast.
Hey, I got to say, at least he's not wrecking the truck. He's making some mistakes, but he's not damaging the truck, and he's getting some good seat time. Meanwhile, out in front, as comfortable as you would expect him to be, Robbie Gordon, EJ Bezo behind him. And Sheldon Creed already up into P3. Paul the Dude Morris into P4. We have not even got to the mandatory competition caution yet. So these guys are going to get bunched up here in just a little bit. Matty Brabham, he's got to make a couple of aggressive moves here. He's got to get another 1 or 2 guys before this comp caution if he wants to be part of this pack out in front in the lead.
Back on board with the dude. They've patched up. They had zip cables holding the hood down early. They've now got some race tape to make sure it doesn't peel apart. Down to turn number 11. So Gordon, Bezo, Creed, Morris and White, the top 5. To approach the half race distance mark. That's the lead, first to second now.
There you go. Still out in front and high for the first 2 trucks. Sheldon Creed and Paul the Dude Morris running very aggressively here. That's a jump where yesterday in race 1, just before turn 13, the last turn of the last lap, where Sheldon Creed made his move on Paul the Dude Morris to make that pass. I think you see the dude push it a little bit harder on that jump today, saying, hey, if I get out in front and I have that opportunity again, I'm not letting Sheldon Creed make that move on me one more time.
It was too gentlemanlike for him yesterday to do that.
Absolutely. Is right there. You see Rob White, Ari Lyondike. Rob White taking up the pace, going very well. Matty Brabham right behind him. There is Greg Gardner as well, the happiest man in motorsports. Still running quite well. And right there, World Gym, new sponsor for Bill Hines in the 76. 1976 is when World Gym was established, and they are here many years later, decades later, sponsoring Stadium Super Trucks and Bill Hines right now. So kudos to World Gym being part of something very, very cool. I think it's a great fit. You got to be in good shape to race these trucks. World Gym will make you do that.
Totally. Morris clawing in now. The guys ahead. So Creed's on the back of Bezo and in the box seat when we go to the competition caution at the end of this lap. It's all about managing the truck here because the brakes are the big issue with these. They have got a spare parts inventory this weekend, but you basically what you've got to look after.
There's a lot of spare parts, but it doesn't mean you can use all of them. You know, you've got to be smart about what you do. As Sheldon Creed put some pressure on the Mount Margaret Residential Estate driver number 5 of EJ Bezo. Gets to the inside of him. Is he going to make it stick? I believe he will. Nice clean pass, but EJ Bezo has the inside. Bezo may run it in deep on him here, applying some heavy pressure. Creed says, listen, I know what you're going to do. I know you're going to pump me pretty hard there if I don't get out of your way. Let's Bezo get back in that Mount Margaret Residential Estates truck. And there goes Creed on the gas, wide open over that jump, really on the pipe here as they get into the mandatory competition caution. So a lot of great racing going on, Matt, right here for these guys as the rest of the pack comes over the finish line.
So the competition caution comes out. It's Gordon, Bezo, Creed, Morris and Lyondike at the halfway mark in race number 2 in Townsville. So the competition caution out right now. We jump on board with Paul Morris, who started off the back of the field here in the Super Cheap Auto entry. Hey, dude, it's Matt Nolte. You got us.
I got you, Matt.
How you going out there today, buddy?
All pretty good. Just sneaked our way up to 4th position here. Sheldon's going big over the jump, so keep an eye on him. That's pretty cool to watch.
You guys are in the box seat right now.
Yeah, he's got to let loose, this kid. I got a real good watch on him.
Hey, dude, yesterday, right at the end, last lap, going into turn 13, Sheldon jumped real big on that jump and was able to get the inside of you. It looked today like you're going bigger off that jump as well. Are you maybe planning on using that move on him later back in this race?
Yeah, you can learn something off everyone, and even though there's 30 years difference between us, we still drive pretty hard, so it's pretty cool.
It seems like for you, this is actually the best situation you can be in, to be behind Sheldon. Instead of him watching all of your lines, you're watching his. Do you foresee that helping you out here in the last couple laps?
I do, mate. Exactly right. If there's going to be some action, Sheldon's going to be the one that's going to be in the middle of it, whether he's the cause or the ending of it. So that's why you call him the showstopper, mate.
That's absolutely right. Hey, dude, well, we're about ready to go green here in just a minute. And you're right where you need to be here. You're good enough to get up into P4. You're ready to strike like a cobra, if you will. You're just a moment. You're ready to take the green. We wish you luck out there, dude.
Okay, mate.
He's in 4th position. Robbie Gordon put on a bit of an expression session, but there's still 4 laps to go here in the Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks. The first time in Townsville. Certainly won't be the last. They'll be back a few more times in the course of 2016.
Absolutely.
The 3-time Baja 500 champ and IndyCar star brings us back to the green flag at the end of lap number 6.
There we go. This is going to be, as I said before, an all-out dogfight to the end now. We're at lap 7 of 10. These guys are going to drop the hammer. If you want to see some wild explosion type racing, you're going to see it right here. You see going to the inside. That is Sheldon Creed, the inside of Viso. Being a gentleman, not punting him out of the way. Could have got by him right there. He was being cool about it. Meanwhile, Paul the Dude Morris in P4, right behind all these guys, watching this unfold, trying to make the best plan he possibly can. He's got himself in a good seat right now, because if anyone's going to take themselves out, they're going to do it in these last couple laps when they're really pushing.
So we ride on board with Matty Brabham top right-hand side and Paul Morris in the bottom box on your screen. Up to the Traxxas ramp they come. So Gordon's got a bit of an advantage here at the moment. Guy I want to keep an eye on is Arie Luyendyk Jr. back in 5th position. He's leading that second group of trucks coming down the backside of the circuit here.
Now, if Arie's able to make a pass there and get up on Brabham. Uh-oh, Brabham gets back to the inside of him.
No!
2 wheels for Matthew Brabham in that Traxxas truck. The fastest name in radio control, just like the actual RCs, up on 2 wheels right there. Great move right now. Gets up in front of Arie Luyendyk Jr. Once again, to the inside goes Creed. He's gentle, real easy on Viso. I'm surprised to see this. We're almost finishing lap 7 of 10. I'm expecting Sheldon Creed to do something super aggressive here sooner than later.
About now, maybe. This is great racing, side by side, and no one touched. That was cool, but they're going to go side by side on the ramp here. Let's see if they go to the second one, and Creed gets the advantage.
When they get to the jumps like that, if Creed's near you, you're side by side, he is not going to lift at all. He's going to stay right on the wood all the way up the ramp.
On board with the dude, really high speed approach on the run down here to turn number 3. So Gordon, Creed, Viso, and Morris is the top 4 here in Townsville. Working lap number 8 here at Reed Park. You're watching the top 4. Robbie Gordon out in front. Creed and Viso. I think Creed's got something for Gordon here. We've seen this so often. The race that stood out for me was the one at Long Beach this year, where those 2 raced panel to panel in that final lap.
And I think we might be seeing this here. You know, they're right on top of one another. And if say, Creed passes Gordon, it's one thing to catch Robbie Gordon. It's another thing to pass him. Same thing with Sheldon Creed. But I don't think he's going to leave him. I mean, this is going to be a battle right to the end. But do not count out EJ Viso and Paul the Dude Morris here. Both those guys. Every one of these guys have won over a hump. Look at the dude to the inside. Gets up on Viso. Punts Viso into the virgin Australian grass over there. Getting a little aggressive there. Viso said, hey, I've had enough of this. I'm just getting away from you.
Vintage Paul Morris right there.
I love it. I love it. That's what Stadium Super Trucks is all about. You don't have to take a man out, but you can race them hard. And that's what we're seeing happen right here is Morris back to the inside of Viso one more time. That we're on board with that super cheap auto truck. Robbie Gordon really sideways. The sidewalls of those Toro tires exploding and just unloading the truck right in the left in the air. So a really wild ride there for Robbie Gordon.
The fans are right up against the fences here in Townsville. They've never seen anything like this in this part of the world as we enter the closing stages in the top 4. It could go anywhere. Brabs again with that awkward landing.
Matty Brabs always landing on the front end like that. You know, he had some trouble. He was starting near the back of the pack, was doing really well, but got himself caught up and wasn't able to run with the front of the pack right now. Is once again, we see this again. EJ Bezo's on the inside, little love tap, pushes the dude out of the way a little bit. Now I guarantee you the dude's going to say, all right, I've been cool, I've been calm, now you just bumped me back a little bit. I'm going to get you here. He's not going to let that go. The leaders are leaving right now, Matt McNulty. We got Robbie Gordon and Sheldon Creed. They're checking out, and the dude wants to be a part of that show.
Exactly right. These two big margins, they come around the temporary chicane we put in, over the Traxxas ramp, and around the backside. So 1 and a bit laps to go. Bezo and Morris, we watched round where Rob White had his moment yesterday, across the top of the curbs. And we saw Paul Morris. He promised a couple of paybacks, if you will, at Belle Isle, Detroit a few weeks ago. And those two had more than one incident over those 2 races.
Now, great race up front for the lead in between Gordon and Creed. But here's the thing about this. I think the race to really be watching right now is the race for P3. Because Sheldon Creed's not going to do anything outlandish to pass Gordon. He's got a lead for the weekend points. He could have the overall for the weekend wrapped up if he's smart about what he does.
I thought that was in the background, and it's Bezo.
I'm curious to see if he did it on his own or if he got some help on that. To the inside of Sheldon Creed in that #1 Traxxas truck. Drag racing down the front stretch. Sheldon will not lift off of every one of these jumps. Neither does the boss, Robbie Gordon, wide open. Both are with huge air out of the tires over the top of the catch fence.
Strap yourself in at home because these two will go side by side for the entire lap. The white flag is out. That indicates we've got 1 lap to go here at Reed Park, and Creed's going to try and go the long way around.
Trying to outbrake one another. Creed to the outside, lets the boss man get back in front of him. Robbie Gordon's back out in front. Creed being very smart about what he's doing right now. I don't believe we're going to have enough time for the dude to get all the way up and race for the lead right now. Let's see what happens here.
All on his own. And just finished off at the end.
Just finished him off a little bit. He just put the dude just put a cherry on top of that sundae for him there. So there you go.
Here come the leaders, Gordon and Creed, the most successful drivers in Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks history. Both have contested pretty much every race. We've had 62 up till today. Pinch the brake on the inside there through the Virgin Australia section. And now, this is where he needs to set himself up nicely.
This is what we saw yesterday in this section. We're coming around. He's getting himself set up for what was going to be turn 13 here in just a little bit. So he's running up close on him. We saw it yesterday. He's going wide, wide, wide. He's going to get a lot of speed at this ramp. Going to be surprised if he doesn't almost land on top of Robbie Gordon here. He's going to try to pitch it in. Look at him swing the rear end out. Not working quite as good. Got himself the inside. Robbie said, I saw it happen yesterday. You're not going to do it to me. Last and final turn as they drag race down towards the checkered flag.
And here they come. And Robbie Gordon, he had dramas in practice and qualifying. He's just going to hold on by a truck length here and picks up a win here at the Reed Park Street Circuit. What was one of the most amazing races we've seen so far in 2016.
That was great racing. And I can tell you what, that win right there goes out to Matty Mingay and the whole Hot Wheels Castrol Edge team right there. Robbie Gordon putting that truck up on top of the podium for race number 2, and that is a race guaranteed dedicated to Matty Mingay and Sheena and their whole family and team. So congratulations to the Mingay family. Great win for you guys and Robbie Gordon. And there's our rundown, Matt.
Now bring a smile to his face. Gordon from Creed, Morris in 3rd, Brabham was 4th, and Ari Leindyke Jr. 5th, Greg Gardner in 6th, EJ Bezo 7th, Rob White, Eric Davis, and Sean Richardson to be in the top 10.